Welcome to Planet MicroCap. I'm your host, Robert Kraft, and joining me today is Doug Gaylor. He is the president and COO of Crexendo. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is CXDO on NASDAQ, and Crexendo will be presenting at our upcoming investor conference, the Planet MicroCap Showcase, happening in Las Vegas, April 25 through 27. For more information to register and see Doug present on Maj Soueidan's top tier track, please go to planetmicrocapshowcase.com. And with that, Doug, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing?
Thanks, Robert. Doing great. Thanks for having me, and looking forward to the conference next month.
Same here. So we've done a few interviews together over the years. You actually just did a presentation also at our virtual back in December. But for those that may not have seen an interview that we've done together or any of your presentations, can you start us off with that quick overview of the company?
Sure. Yeah. So Crexendo is the fastest growing UCaaS provider in the country today. And basically what UCaaS is Unified Communications as a Service. So it's basically cloud communication. So my easy line is that every business out there has a phone system, and most of them need our services because in the US, 60% of the businesses still haven't migrated to the cloud. It's not a matter of if they move to the cloud for their communications, it's when. And when they do, Crexendo is the perfect fit for them.
Very good. All right. So last time, like I said, you just did a presentation for us back in December, first week. And then we also did a long form interview together on the due diligence series so I invite everybody to go check that out. We're really dig, full deep into the company. So, let's get a little update. What would you say are some of the company's highlights from the last 3 to 6 months?
Yeah, great. We just reported earnings last week. We had a great earnings report. Revenues were up 34% year over year. So we had a great increase from 2021 to 2022. We also did a major acquisition at the end of last year. So if you've seen my presentations before, you know that on the platform side of our offering, we have 200 licensees that use our platform to run their business. And when I say that, those 200 licensees have about 3 million end users. So that was a big press release that we had just last week where we eclipsed 3 million end users using our platform today. So that's pretty exciting. So when I talk about those 200 platform users, they have end user customers out there. And we've talked about those 200 platform users as our stocked fishing pond for future acquisitions. So we were excited to announce in November our first big fish out of our fishing pond. We acquired one of our licensees, Allegiant Networks, out of Kansas City. That was a great accretive acquisition for us and has really propelled us into 2023. So if you look at us right now, great revenue growth, really strong EPS. So if you look on a non-GAAP basis, we came in at 10 cents for the quarter for Q4, and the analysts were expecting 3 or 4 cents for us. So we blew out our numbers both on the top line and on the bottom line.
Very good. And then Doug, from what you can tell us looking ahead, what would you say then are some of the value catalysts now for 2023? From what you can tell us, of course.
Yeah, I think if you look at Crexendo from a value perspective, we're going to continue to grow our top line. Now we're on a 45 million plus run rate right now. I'm going to continue to work on the bottom line. We did have a fairly large gap write-off for goodwill amortization. So that really cleaned up the balance sheet. If you look at our balance sheet, nearly debt-free. We've just got two basically line items of debt. One, a little bit of a seller's note that we did on the acquisition that we did in November, and the building that we've got here in Phoenix. But other than that, pristine balance sheet. And so as you look at us, I think we're poised perfectly for growth. Our industry is still seeing a tremendous amount of growth. So when you look at the telecom industry and the UCaaS industry, that migration of those 60% of the businesses that aren't on the cloud is really increasing in pace right now. So we anticipate seeing double-digit growth organically, and if we can layer in another inorganic acquisition this year.
So Doug, final question for you here today. You're going to be in Vegas. You're going to be doing one-on-ones with our attendees at the conference. For those that are assessing whether or not to want to do a one-on-one with you on behalf of Crexendo, what would you say are those 3 reasons why they should want to do an interview with you?
Yeah, great. I think the first is obviously our growth, and we're a tremendous value opportunity and a growth opportunity. 34% increase year over year from 2021 to 2022. And just a tremendous value. We think that we're extremely depressed stock price right now, mainly because of the fact that we're a microcap and we're in a very tough sector. And both of those have been hammered, but it's not because of our performance. Our performance has been fantastic. So I think that's obviously first and foremost. Second is there's still a tremendous amount of runway available in our space for growth. So if you look at the fact that I just mentioned, 60% of the businesses in the U.S. have moved to the cloud. It's not a matter of if, it's when, and we think that we're perfectly positioned for them to come over to Crexendo when they're ready to move to the cloud. So still a tremendous amount of runway to continue to see double-digit growth in the industry for many, many years. And then third and finally is fundamentals. If you're looking at all the companies that you're going to consider, fundamentals are critical now more than ever in the market. And so when you look at the fundamentals of Crexendo, tremendous growth, cost management, very, very clean, pristine balance sheet. If you're looking for fundamentals, Crexendo is one of the best out there in our sector of managing to the fundamentals of the business. So with that, I think it's a perfect fit for companies to come take a look at Crexendo and see why it would be a great fit for their portfolio.
Very good. Well, Doug, with that, where can our audience go and find more information on Crexendo?
Yep. Obviously, if you want to take a look at us, the best spot is off of our website, www.crexendo.com. A little unique spelling, CREXENDO.com. You can always see us on Twitter, or you can find us on LinkedIn as well. And we're really, really excited about presenting at the show in April, and look forward to seeing all of your investors out there, and hopefully meeting with quite a few of you.
Very good. Well, Doug, thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe. And I'll see you in Vegas.
Thanks, Robert. Look forward to it.
Thank you.